What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. On today's video, we got one of our favorite doctors, Dr. Cheyenne Bryant. She is back at it again. So let's take a look at the video.
About that too.
They being bought right now.
And men are getting exactly what they paying for.
And when you say that, what you mean?
They getting what they paying for. That's
like.
You ready?
Yeah,
They getting either vagina, an STD, or a baby mama.
Okay.
That's it. That's all you buying. You can't buy substance. You can't buy love. You can't buy this.
No,
you can't buy marriage.
no.
This ain't
Okay. So far, I'm rolling with her. So far, I'm rolling with her. Okay.
bought. Okay,
No.
this ain't bought. This is built.
Mm-hmm.
This is built.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
intimacy. This is love.
Maybe
This
she
is
went to
conversation. This is
school.
love each other by knowledge of each
Yeah.
other. This
Mhm.
can't be bought.
For sure.
Maybe she read the Bible or something.
Yeah.
You have a woman.
well, you can't buy love, but
Okay.
you can buy a woman though. She might not
You
love
can
you.
buy a body.
Okay.
There you go.
You can buy a vessel.
Mhm.
Okay.
You can have an exchange for a service from a woman, whether it's time, sex, or time or sex. Oh, I'm sorry. Time or sex. Oh, I'm sorry. Those aren't substances, right? So you can buy those. That's called solicitation and prostitution. Okay, I'm back.
Okay, so far, I mean, I agree with everything she said. I don't understand what was so crazy about this video. Unless we just haven't come across it yet, which sounds like we just haven't come across it yet. But so far, I don't see what all the fuss was about.
Acts about high functioning and low value.
Yeah.
A high function, high value, low functioning guy has a lot of money, has
Mhm.
value, but he has low functioning behavior. He can't process his emotions. Has a lot of narcissistic characteristics. If the
Okay.
conversation goes in a way that doesn't work for him, guess what? On to the next.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
Or
lot of
he's
men
gonna
like that.
sabotage. Yeah.
Mhm.
Or he doesn't want to have this conversation anymore. Or you just not conducive for him.
Okay.
Right? So in that circumstance I just
Yeah.
described, that's a man who is more than likely doing what? Buying a
Buying
woman.
women. So
Or let
tell
me
me.
say better, buying a body. Because
So-
you can't buy a woman, you're buying a
Buying
body.
body.
You're buying a body.
So tell me this.
Know about that.
So would a woman prefer? Prefer a low value, high functioning man? Is that something you would prefer?
A woman?
No, I'm
Or me?
speaking to you.
Oh, me. So
Mhm.
I love that. So if I had to choose between a high value, low functioning,
Mhm.
right? Or high functioning, low value man,
Mhm.
I would take the low value,
Mhm.
high functioning.
You would?
I have
I don't believe her.
to have a man who loves me, supports me, who understands intimacy, not just sex,
Mhm.
who can hold a conversation with me, an intellectual conversation, who can be transactional and relational.
Yeah, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. Based off of everything she said about her previous situationship on the Paul Pierce podcast, from the dude that wants a relationship with her and all this stuff, but she's been dragging him along, and he's all that stuff she mentioned based off of Paul Pierce. And I did have another video where I'm reacting to that in full time. I'll link it down below in the description, so make sure you check that out as well. And I think after you see that, you'll feel exactly why I'm saying what I'm saying. I just don't believe her. I think it just sounds good. I just don't believe her. I don't believe her.
With me,
Mhm.
who, when my strong opinion gets strong,
Mhm.
he can sit in the discomfort of that. When his strong opinion gets strong, I can sit in that discomfort and still make him dinner. I can still make sure daddy has what he needs in the morning for work.
Gotcha.
I can still make sure that he is well taken care
Would
of.
you
I'm
still
not denying
respect him
him.
like a high value man?
Yes.
Okay.
So at this point in your
Yes.
life,
Now, let me be clear. I didn't say a man who was lazy or broke or didn't work, because low value men just means they make less money.
Mhm.
They're not men that don't work. These
Mhm.
men
Yeah, I don't like that. Why does a man who makes less money, why is he low valued? That is, to me, I'm not sure who came up with the high value thing. I can't remember who it was. If y'all can remember who came up with the high value, low value, I know it's been something that's been around for a while, but look, I don't know what the high value, low value is based off of. I'm sure it's based off of very specific parameters. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I really don't know. So if y'all know, please drop a comment and let me know and put me on game as far as where the low value, high value came from, who made it up, who came up with the parameters, all that stuff. But I personally don't believe if a man makes less money, but he still has high integrity, he still treats people well, he still takes care of the people around him, he still looks out for people, he still can communicate well and communicate effectively, and he's still a good person. I don't consider that person to be low value. Maybe because he makes less money, that it's in my eyes that I don't deem that person to be low value and then the person who makes a lot of money, $250,000 a year, but can't talk to his wife and doesn't want to have a conversation. When the topic gets hard, he runs away, changes the subject. He doesn't have any integrity. He doesn't spend time with his family or friends. He like all these things that but are you saying, and is she saying that he's only high value because the amount of money he makes? Like that's BS. That is BS. I just don't agree with that. That is, like I said, maybe I'm just rejecting something that's been around for a while. And if it has been established for a while, please let me know.
Are educated. These men are working. These men are they're blue collar men.
Mm-hmm.
Blue collar men make six figures.
Mm-hmm.
They make six figures.
I mean, they make six. I feel if a man makes six figure, I don't really classify him as low value, man. You reached the six figure point.
So, and this is the thing. Right?
That's exactly that's still a lot of money. That's why look, I know six figures today is not the same as six figures about 8 to 10 years ago. Especially with inflation, I do understand that. It's not the same. Like I'm telling y'all, it is not the same. However, it is still a lot of money. If you look at the national averages of the people in the US and how much people are making, six figures is still a lot of money, especially if you manage your money effectively, and you manage your money right, and you're a good steward of your assets that God has blessed you with. Six figures is a lot of money. So I don't consider that person low value just because the high value person makes more. That doesn't make any sense to me. I just think we're focused on the wrong thing.
Right?
It's
Low-
very subjective.
There you go.
Yeah.
We agree on that.
Mhm.
Low value is subjective.
Okay.
I always say, for me personally, I'm not clocking the dollar amount that my husband makes.
Mhm.
It's what lifestyle can we provide ourselves and our family collectively.
So she still is clocking it, just in another way.
You don't need a lot of money for certain lifestyles.
Okay,
Right?
I
Yeah.
heard what you're saying. So would you take a high functioning man making $50,000 a year?
That wouldn't fit my lifestyle.
So you wouldn't take him?
Not because he makes 50,000.
Well, why?
Then
Right?
it's because he makes
It
50,000.
is because he
Hold
makes
on.
50.
Yeah,
high
exactly.
functioning.
It's not the judgment of
She's gonna say, "Oh, because he's still low functioning, so the low functioning doesn't fit my lifestyle." I'm sure. Watch, she's gonna say, "I have not seen this. I promise you, I have not seen this video, but I swear that's what she's gonna say. That the low functioning aspect doesn't fit her lifestyle because she needs someone high functioning. That's why she would take the one making less money but high function." I'm telling you, she's gonna say
the
something.
dollar amount.
What is
It's
it?
because of where I'm at in my lifestyle. So it wouldn't be equally yoked. It wouldn't be yin yang for me. Now, let's just say
So that's the reason, though.
That's the
Dr.
reason.
Cheyenne, because you said you wouldn't take him if he made 50,000. It's not about judgment. It's about the fact that you
It's
just
about the,
can't
like,
pay
he
for
can't-
what you need
Yeah.
to
what
pay
I'm saying
for,
is
right?
if a woman is in the space where she's making $80,000
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
and this man can add to whatever her lifestyle is and he makes
She can.
50,000, for her that is conducive. I'm not going to say the amount I make, but I do really, really well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so if I got with a man who was making $50,000, I would be the breadwinner and I would be taking full care of him
Mhm.
because
Not
the
full care,
lifestyle
no.
that I have for myself and my family wouldn't be fair to him because he would come in and he wouldn't even be able to slightly provide.
That's
that
good.
would
That's
Total
what I would
sense.
add. It
Makes
yes,
total
it
sense.
makes
I
sense.
wouldn't take a man that's making
but what I'm
50,000
saying
either.
is, but it goes further than that because psychologically that would impair that man. That would impact that.
Okay, look. Well, I was wrong about what I thought she was gonna say. I was wrong, but she is watching the dude's money. Okay, look, and hey, look, if that's what a lot of women do, and as quiet as it's kept, that's what a lot of guys do too. They do. I would say most guys don't, but there are some that do. There are some that do. Regardless, look, I understand. I completely understand someone saying, "Hey, I make," and look, I don't know how much she makes, but I know it's a lot. I knew it's a lot. She's been on way too many podcasts for her not to make a certain amount of money. So I know it's a lot. But I can understand someone saying, "Hey, I make 500,000 a year. I don't want to date someone that makes 50." I can understand that. It makes sense. It makes sense. Does everybody want to hear that? No, but it's the honest truth. It makes sense. I just don't like her reasoning for it because I feel like she's walking around the park for a reason. And it's like, hey, you're just not like we hear what you're saying. You're just trying to give us some BS answer as far as what we know it is. And it's okay. It's
Man, I
okay.
have yet to meet a man who doesn't want to be able to add or provide when he is saying, I'm ready to be a husband and I'm ready to be a father. Those men who are family men, not street men, family men, they take pride in providing for their wives. And so if that man can't provide, that is a direct emasculation on its own.
I agree with all
Yeah,
that.
totally.
But I'm a little confused because you said it wouldn't be because he makes 50,000. But
Yeah.
that is the reason,
Exactly.
right?
No.
reason.
I'm taking accountability and saying it would be because of what I make. It would be because of where I am in my life.
She's telling us it's because he makes 50,000 without using the words. It's because he makes 50,000. She's trying to do some sort of psychological spin about no. It's because I make so much more money that he would feel. No, come on, all the wordplay.
So it wouldn't be because you make $50,000, you ain't shit. It would be because of where I am in my life, right?
Right.
You just wouldn't be a good fit. I wouldn't be a good fit for you.
Right.
Yeah, it's not. So it's not me because my thing is
Oh, the whole it's not you, it's me.
have friends who are married, who are making a certain amount, and they are very freaking happy and living a great lifestyle. It's all subjective. And so again, I would never tell a man, let me word it better, because you made 50,000, you can't be with me. That's not what I'm saying here. What I'm saying is because of where I have grown and because of the lifestyle I became accustomed to, I wouldn't be a good fit for
That's
you.
the same thing.
That's the same thing.
It is.
That's what I was
That's the
saying.
same thing.
It can be to us because you're not the man I'm saying that
Okay,
to.
okay. I get
So
it.
for me, because
my God.
when I'm having a conversation with
Word
a man
salad.
about this, my intention is never to
Word salad, y'all.
emasculate him or never to make him feel small. So words do matter when it comes to a conversation you're having with someone.
That's
When
true.
you intentionally are not trying to tell them you ain't good enough,
It's
bruh.
the
Yeah,
same
but what if
thing,
he's
whether
high
you
fun?
say
He's
it or
high
not.
functioning. He making 50. He
It's the
make
same
you
thing.
feel
For
beautiful.
me personally, that is still a great man, but he's not conducive for where I am in my
Because he don't
career
make enough
as a
money for
woman.
you.
Because he couldn't sustain, and it would in return
You
affect
couldn't.
this
No,
man.
be honest. You couldn't respect him. You couldn't
No, I
respect
can
him.
respect
You
him.
can respect him.
Yes.
Well, then why would you take him? He make 50.
Because
he make you happy.
because
You
what happens
cannot,
is psychologically when that
If y'all expect me to believe that she would respect a man making 50,000 a year, most women, even making $40,000 a year, don't even respect a man making $50,000. You expect me, Cam from Lights, Camera, and Action, to think that Dr. Cheyenne Bryant will respect a man making 50? Come on, get out of here. Come on.
man cannot provide for a woman of my caliber, it affects him. So as he becomes
salad.
emasculated, as his confidence starts to dip, as his self-esteem starts to dip, at that point, a woman starts to lose respect because I can only respect you at the level that you respect yourself. So why would
agree.
I put a man in a position that is called selfish to me? And to me, that's a little narcissistic of a woman to say, I'm gonna put you in this position, knowing I'm gonna have to have full control, knowing I'm gonna have to take full care of you. And then just say, well, it's gonna affect you mentally. And when it does, I'll just roll on that and maybe either take advantage of your vulnerability or just say, well,
I'm not gonna lie. This honestly sounds like she read a book and the book touched on this and she just regurgitating what she read and like kind of spinning it a little bit. That's honestly what this seemed like. Instead of her just being like, you know what? No, I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't based off everything that I have accomplished so far in my life and where I'm at, I just could not do it. And I would hope that the man would respect that and that people would respect that. Like the only person I would have to respect is a man. But instead of her saying, hey, I would just hope the man would respect that. Like, and that's kind of just what it is. Like, I just would not date someone making 50K. Instead of just saying that and just owning it, no, she got to, well, no, it's not the fact that he's made 50K. It's that, and I couldn't do that to him. It wasn't me doing him doing me. And I couldn't do that. And that would just be narcissistic on my end if you really think about it. No. Just say, hey, I don't want a nigga making 50K. I don't. I am at a place where you gotta come with it and make a certain amount of money, and that is it. I'm only entertaining certain kinds of people, and that's it. They would have moved on to a different subject by now and talking about the Dallas Mavs or something else. But they're like, hey, what you're saying is what we're saying. No, it's different. Girl, it's the same thing. Come
can
on.
be the powerhouse. I can always look like the one that's the big shot or the big dog of this relationship.
Right.
No, I'm not here to make a man feel small.
Mhm.
I'm here to make any man, whether it's my man or a man outside of me, to know he's a king.
Mhm.
And he needs to be with the right fit to be kinged, because it will affect that man a lot more than it will affect the woman who is choosing him.
Do you
I
want
see
to
it
be
happen
married?
in my
Hey, look, you get with a man that just truly just values you and just loves you, wants to be with you. He don't care how much money you make. Because at the end of the day, he is still the man. And if you are his woman and you support him, that comes along with it. Sometimes he gets with you. Now, I understand in a situation where, she's probably making what, $500 million a year probably, and the dude makes 50K. I can understand like that's a very unrealistic situation for that sort of power dynamic, and that sort of disparity may not be the best. But just overall in general, if you have the woman making 150 and the man maybe makes 90K, there's still always room for the man to provide and add value and do all the things that a woman cannot, and vice versa for the woman to add value into the man's life in a way that he cannot, and not even just money. That's why I say we're focused on the wrong things. Obviously, this conversation is about money, but there's always still room for both people to add value into both of each other's lives. I just, like I said, I understand where she's coming from in the sense of, hey, I just like don't want to date someone making 50K. Okay, I understand what you're trying to say. Just say that. Just say that. Don't word salad me and all this stuff to where it doesn't even make sense.
office all the time.
Do you want to be married eventually?
Yes,
You do?
I will.
Okay, so
Yes.
let me ask you this. Why do you believe you're not married already?
Well, I mean, one, I wanted to wait until my career was fully really to the space it is now. I wanted to make sure that I didn't have
Hey, yo, watch. Please, please watch the other video that I did reacting to Dr. Cheyenne on Paul Pierce's podcast, because in that video that was not too long ago. I can see if this was like years apart and whatever. No, that was not too long ago. The dude wanted to be with her and she's like, nah. So I don't know if she just reinvented herself, if she just forgot to leave all this pertinent, important information. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'll stop right there. Look, like I said, I can totally understand someone saying, hey, I don't want to date someone for this reason. And even though I believe that money is a very trivial reason not to date someone, I do know that's a very real thing, and that a lot of people have money preferences. I don't necessarily believe in money preferences when dating someone, because I just think that the other things matter so much more, and the money can come and go. It- Someone once told me money is the easiest thing to fix in a relationship, in a marriage. Money's the easiest thing to fix. Money comes and goes. You can learn a new skill, you can get a new profession, you can make more money. That's something that is very easy to fix. Someone's integrity, how they treat people, how attentive the husband or wife is, like all these things, or they get along with your family. Those things are not as easy to fix, at least in my view. They're not as easy to fix. What do y'all feel about what she said? Do y'all agree with what she said? Do y'all believe what she said? Drop a like and a comment below, and let's have a conversation. Also, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.